What's up, everybody? It's AJ back on another video on Outdoors Podcast. I'm in Kentucky at the Red River Gorge. I'm with former podcast guest Casey. He's my he's my host. I got Sara with me. We've got a couple of dogs. We've got Casey's blue heeler or cattle dog, Australian cattle dog Odin. We've got my Australian Shepherd Yose. Let's try and not have her run him over. We're going out for a couple of days of backpacking. Yose, come here. I think this is going to be pretty special. Yose, hey, come here. My hammock, Sara's hammock, Yose's tent, chair, Casey's just up on the other side. Well, I don't know how much you can see, but we have got one absolutely fantastic campsite. I'm going to show you more around camp in the morning, not to necessarily give away our spot, but just to kind of give you the details of our setups. Casey is spending the night in a tent tonight. Sara and I are both spending the night in hammocks. Yose's got her own little tent. We've got this great setup right here at the edge of this overlook. Should be an absolutely gorgeous way to wake up in the morning, and a really nice night to hang out and just enjoy ourselves here in camp. So should be a nice night to just relax and chill. Good morning, everybody. I am getting a very late start to the video. It's past 10 o'clock. We're sitting out here at the campsite and just hanging out. We've been gathering a little bit of wood so we can have a very small fire tonight. And we had a great night in camp. We kind of hung out until about 9:30, and then Casey went up and retired to his tent with his dog Odin. And we all got to our hammocks, Sara and I did, and Yose got into her little tent, which I'll show you here in just a few minutes. I'm going to kind of walk you around the different setups. And then I got up a little bit later than I normally would, probably around 8 o'clock, and had some coffee. Casey came down at about 8:30 and we started chatting. Sara woke up around 9, and since then we've just been kind of hanging out and relaxing here in camp. Check this out. This is basically the view off this cliff. And then, as you can see, right here behind us is where we slept, so pretty close to the edge. And then we've just got this great view. Look at this little dog. Sara's throwing firewood up from the shelf below this cliff. There's some spots it's sheer drop off, and then in some spots there's a little ledge down below. As you can see, she's down below throwing up pieces of wood. Hi there.
Hi.
And as you can see over here, much more dramatic. Look at this guy. Hey, Odin. How are you, buddy? Very suspicious. The camera stick. So Casey, what do you think of our camping trip so far?
It's definitely fun.
Having a good time?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Dogs, food, views, it's all good.
Friends, good times.
Oh yeah. They're definitely friends.
These two. Not on the cliffs. All right, well, we are out on the trail again. We're gonna go back to the car, take a little drive. We're gonna hit another trail, do about a 4-mile loop, day hike. Hopefully see some cool stuff there. Probably have some lunch. And then we will head back to camp and stay there one more night. And then tomorrow sometime in the late morning, we'll get up and head back to the RVs. So really fun trip so far. We had a great night camp. Now we're back out adventuring. Now we're on our day hike. We've got about a 5-mile loop. We're gonna kind of walk out along a ridge and get some good views. And so far it's a really nice footbed. Looks like it's a very traffic trail, so I would expect that to probably stay fairly consistent. Left turn. Here's our first view. Doesn't really do it justice, I'm sure, but really cool ravine.
That's Courthouse Rock, right there.
The one over there?
The flat one, yeah.
So we just came out to this clearing. You've just got huge views in both directions. Pretty amazing place. All right, well, we completed our day hike. We completed our hike back to camp. We had a little short 15-minute drive from the trailhead from the day hike back to the trailhead for the camp. We came back. Thankfully, all of our gear is still here. Thank you, folks, if you came by and saw it and left it alone. We appreciate you. Most backpackers and hiker folks are really, really good people. I've never had anything messed with on the trail, so thank you to everybody that took care of our gear if you saw it and didn't take it. And we are going to make some food and then take a little nap. And then we're gonna relax and just shoot the shit and hang out. It's gonna be a lovely evening. All right, guys, well, I woke up about an hour ago and I've just been hanging out in the tent, but I thought I'd give you kind of an idea. So the gorge clearly just falls off, but here's one of the cool things that you wake up to here. I don't know if you can see it through those trees, but the fog just settles in the ravine down in the gorge. And when I woke up, it was clear, level with the horizon, so it was just all fog, and then it's just been slowly burning off throughout the morning. But you can see out in the distance, I mean, it's just so cool. Now I'm gonna have some coffee, get my morning going. It's about 8:50 in the morning, 8:45. We're gonna have a cup of coffee, we're gonna do a podcast. Yeah, we're gonna do a podcast out here. And then we're gonna pack it up and head home. So let our gear dry out just a little bit. No real rain last night, a little sprinkle. And we had just a lot of condensation this morning. It's got a real kind of high humidity here. So a lot of moisture gathering on the tarps, but we'll let that all burn off as the sun comes up and then we'll get out of here. Should be a great, great morning. All right, well, this is the fun part that Casey and I have been waiting for. We're actually gonna do a podcast outside here at the top of the gorge from our campsite, and we're going to talk for, I don't know, probably 30-35 minutes, maybe a little longer, and just kind of hang out, talk a little bit about the trip, talk a little bit about the experience and some of the things that we chatted about along the way. And when we're done with that, we'll wind up the last bit of this gear and we'll head out for the day. So should be a lovely last finish to our morning. And luckily Casey has a battery bank and a USB-C charging cable, because the batteries in my New Zoom pod track died overnight, so we need to get that squared away, and then once we do, we're podcasting. Some of the other places, and you know, we're going to talk about your 12 states in 12 months challenge here in a second. But what is it about the gorge that just kind of keeps drawing you back and makes you want to spend a lot of time here?
It is about a 9-hour drive, so we're leaving either late Wednesday night or early Thursday morning. It just depends on if my work allows me to leave.
Gotcha. All right, well, we are getting all packed up. We got a few things left to take care of, but we're basically all set. We've got our gear here, and we're getting ready to head back to the car. We're going to stop and have some pizza at a local spot that Casey knows about, and then we are going to be back to the RV. Quick showers and then on the road. So should be a fun trip home. It's been an absolutely fan-friggin-tastic time in Kentucky. Definitely worth the drive, definitely worth the trip. Really, really big thanks to my buddy Casey for hosting us and for taking us on some really good adventures and giving us a really great campsite in the middle of it. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you had a ton of fun, and we'll see you on the next one.